ThunderTalk team who, are like, hey guys, we can easily be this third team, this fourth place team. LNG's been at the bottom of the standings all split long.
Stacking going to be really important for them in this game. If this game goes super long, all of a sudden you've got those ornaments coming through for LNG. They've got themselves a composition that can begin to rip your head off in these mid to late game stages, as much as it does spike a little bit earlier on.
Okay, here we go. It's the double taser. So getting a little bit of trouble, but here comes the call of the Forge God because Hoya's overheated. He's going to turn around, hit him with another taser.
The junglers.
Fung and Aki going at it over in this tri-brush here.
Not going to be able to make anything happen with that one. Gives Aki the chance to be able to at least start up that first grub. Is going to be able to take that one down. Now, though, caught in the pit. Has the support of 1XM from the top side. LNG, do you feel confident?
We're going all in on the Alistar here. He's going to be the first to fall. First blood to Haichao, but look at the damage they're cooking. Zhao Feng makes it a 1-for-1 in the end, and ThunderTalk will get all of the grubs.
Yeah, you're going to be happy taking away your opponent's jungler in that situation. All three of the grubs going on over, and you really like that. Anytime you've got yourself a composition like this for ThunderTalk, picking up those early grubs is going to be really nice.
Starting this one up, we're going to get a teleport in from the Rumble on the flank. Still waiting for Zika to make his appearance. Now he's going to teleport into the bottom tri-brush. 2,000 HP as well. Everybody goes all the way in. OVO going crazy, but big knockups are everywhere. Fish One is free hitting, but his team is on the other side of him. Helpar starting to go down. Big knockup coming through, and Feather will finally fall. Hoya overheated, trying to do what he can. He'll be forced to flash over the wall as Fish One continues to bear down and go forward. Haichao gets over the wall. Fish One dropping the ultimate. He's up so far, but he's still alive. Triple kill for Haichao. Quadra kill for Haichao. For Haichao!
Drake also went over to LNG. We talked about that first Drake and the first set of grubs going over to ThunderTalk. Well, now you're going to be able to grab that Drake, grab yourself this Herald as well. Get it back to even right here when it comes to these feats of monster slaying. ThunderTalk, they are going to be able to grab the tower, so it's all going to come down to this final objective to see who gets these feats. And Aki, and those two haven't really been able to pop off, and as we've been talking about with those feats, right, 8 seconds now until the next Drake is going to be spawning. Ocean Soul available, a huge soul for whoever can grab it. This one's already down to half HP.
Once again, ThunderTalk will yield to the power of LNG. Just 17 minutes into the game here. That will be the feat of monster slaying and feats overall.
Item completed. Things would be different if that equalizer that landed onto 4 members was actually hitting like it will be at this point with the Leandries.
ThunderTalk infesting the topside jungle of LNG. We're going to see a knockup and an equalizer go down, and here comes Haichao joining the party, as well as Fish One. Down goes the Trundle, and Haichao continues to push forward. His next target is going to be Feather. The knockup is there, and they find him too. Haichao with one more charge of that Spirit Rush. He won't be able to get closer, but it's a 2-for-0 for LNG.
Talk of kind of already entered desperation mode, which is wild to say just 20 minutes into this game. Satab now potentially going to be collapsed upon.
He left him behind. Satab also had teleport, and he said, nah, don't worry, I'll stay. Oh, big worries. He's in trouble. Going to get caught with the REQ.
Oh, no.
That Orb of Deception does so much. That's another kill for Haichao.
Yikes, that's the teleport out and then the teleport in right there from Feather, trying to get involved to potentially save out onto his mid laner. Not going to end up working, in LNG, they are running the rift right now, Yanni. They're getting themselves those kills on the top side. They're going to be able to pick up this tier 1 tower in the face of the ThunderTalk members. And so far, it doesn't feel like ThunderTalk have had a moment to breathe. Wards defensively down for ThunderTalk, but nothing that's really pushing into their enemy's jungle. Nothing that's giving them the vision to make these kind of map rotations and really make it work. They do at least get to bully their way on through this mid lane, but I don't even know that they're going to be able to take this tower.
Oh, what a play there by OVO.
Yikes.
Taking Satab off. Call the Forge God is only going to be able to catch one, but the fight will be theirs. The equalizer going down as Aki is charmed up, and he falls once again to Haichao as Haichao continues to push forward with his squad, leading the 1-7 LNG into what could be the promised land.
LNG, they've got themselves this matchup and one more. EDG will be their next games to face. They must win both of those for any chance of making it into those play-ins. And they are beginning this final week with a bang so far. Going to be able to grab this Atakan. Coming on through.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen, Bloxer. Unfortunately, Azeka was probably very surprised. I don't think he's...
Situation in which you're feeling yourself, you think that things are going well, and you go, Killer Instinct into the backline. One more Spirit Rush forwards surely can't hurt, and you end up pulling yourself a little bit too far forwards. And you have to remember, this ThunderTalk composition, it has damage. It can snap back.
Another call to Forge God. It lands onto 2. Knockups are there. Aki getting some healing, but he is dead as Haichao's over on the side, dealing with Hoya, and he will chase him down. And 1XN is going to be the next victim. He's going to be forced to retreat to the turret. His Feather knocked up over on the side. It's a double kill for Fish One. Haichao going to go golden.
With any of these backline carries, and then all of a sudden the backline comes to you. Tons of damage being pumped on through. They're going to even split their focus, get themselves a tower, get themselves the Drake as well. Ocean Soul point available for LNG, and it is very much going to be their game to lose.
And now getting farmed here by LNG at the bottom
LNG.
of Group Nirvana is, I'm sure, not where they expected the rest of their year to go. OVO could be in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to charm up multiple members. He's going to go down, but Call the Forge God's coming through, and it hits all 4 members, buying some time for LNG to get here. Equalizer going down. Fish One going to have to back off. Haichao goes in, goes golden. Xiao Feng over the wall. There's the Cyclone. 1, 2, 3 people knocked up. A 4th knockup as Haichao will clean up the rest of the trash. Saytab, the only one alive, and your shield can't save you, buddy. Fish One putting the exclamation point on it.
The big purple worm is going to fall to LNG. At this point, it's for formality. Cross the T's, dot the I's, win this first game, and get yourself 1 step closer to being able to get that final matchup, that best of 5 versus a Group Ascend team to make it to playoffs. They didn't even need him in that
What's
fight.
a fish doing in Arlington, Texas? Here we go, Xiao Feng going all the way in here. More knockups coming through. Another call to Forge God. This time it's going to go over near the turret. Fish One gets that kill. Aki, yeah, you can sustain, but not for long, as Haichao will finish you off. This guy has just had an incredible game. Does he have that Medjai's yet? No, he's boring. He didn't build his ego book.
Got himself that flash available. He's going to have himself the Spirit Brush as well soon, yeah. TP as well, so if he wants to head back to base, grab the book, then end the game, you know, it's possible. The base crumbling right here in front of ThunderTalk's eyes.
LNG squeezing whatever's left of the life out of the eyes of ThunderTalk here in game 1. If ThunderTalk even force him out of the base, I mean, the last dragon, that soul's going to be up. Haichao wants to start the fight, but he's the one who gets engaged on. He's going to have to slide out. But Xiao Feng, once again, coming up big, getting to that back line, and making sure that there's no way for ThunderTalk to fight back. Not even 28 minutes of utter decimation, Bloxer. And who'd have thought that we'd be talking about LNG destroying ThunderTalk here in game 1. Mired in the muck, you're going to get a lot of Qs off and get these stuns, proc the sunlight and everything like that. But I do think there's a lot of value in getting to the back line. Saytab is just stuck under this turret right now. Level 6 for Haichao. Shockwave is going to go down. OVO a little late on this play, though, so he's not going to be able to dive Saytab at all here, but this will force the recall with no teleport. Saytab will lose a lot off of this. This does mean that LNG's jungler is able to do the dragon fairly easy.
Yeah, that mid lane pressure, it makes you able to make that play, but at the same time, ulti's out of either of these junglers, so they are just going to wait for a moment to go. Never mind, okay.
Yep, we're going to try to find Saytab here. He gets flashed on as well. Aki's going to hold the paranoia in his pocket, and first blood goes over to Xiao Feng.
Available to him, just going to get taken on down. The counter engage from ThunderTalk, though.
And we're going to use the heal to make sure Haichao can get out. It was a good job there by OVO. He's going to tank the Scion straight to the face. Xiao Feng going to be able to walk out, but he gets paranoid on. OVO just trying to keep Feather away, but Aki does well with Hoya to get that kill, and that should mean grubs for ThunderTalk.
And turning that into all of these grubs as well. Going to be incredibly impactful. Both these compositions got a couple of members that don't mind split pushing. You can imagine a lot of the game where Hoya's just going to be sat on the sideline, and now with these grubs in his pocket, any alone time he gets with towers could result in that extra injection of gold ThunderTalk really need to be able to pull them through this game and even up the series.
And one interesting thing to note, it's just a small thing. The siege isn't exactly fantastic for ThunderTalk, especially a lot of wards down in the ThunderTalk jungle, so they know where Aki is, and they know that he can't really be coming from anywhere else. The shield is going to be used, that spell shield. The shockwave used on OVO did not land. Teleport coming in as the Scion wants to join up again, try to make his impact felt. Smolder's mom is going to come through, do good damage to OVO, force a flash out of Fish One. They're going to try to turn around on 1xN, but he's able to get out. Magnet Storm down onto this Pantheon. Big Timbers getting dropped down on the 2 high-value members. Zika from behind, trying to do his thing, maybe trying to all out. He's in a 1v5. He manages to find Satap, and he's going to all out and take the Nocturne for a ride as he's got big damage, and he's looking to use
Zika,
it.
what?
He's going to go down as Zika is literally now 2v5ing because Highchow's helping his boy out, and Hoya is going to be the next target. And Zika comes up huge for LNG.
They're in the area, but I just don't know that Arky has any way to get into this pit. No paranoia, no flash. This is going to be the second Drake of the game going to LNG.
Really good stuff there. We do have Herald up on the top side. Xiaofeng and Zika are going to go and take care of that one, whereas Aki's just going to troll around on the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, he's potentially looking for a little bit of a dive angle right here onto Haichao and OVO, but they seem safe enough. They recognize that something's up and are going to step themselves back. And like you said, this is just giving more and more over. That's going to be the feats going over as well. The first 3 kills and 3 of those objectives too.
All right, we're seeing Hoya's teleport come in here. Right now, ThunderTalk have complete control. Fish One is not close. Spot him out here, forcing flashes as Feather burnt his. And there's 6,000, 5,000. Teleport is going to come in from Zika here. It's his time to shine. Let's see where Haichao puts the ball for a big shockwave here. His front lining right now is OVO. Hoya getting shoved off, but OVO's got to go back. Magnet Storm going to land it, does big damage as Feather is in trouble. Shockwave is only going to hit Tibbers. Hoya still front lining here as ThunderTalk got the dragon they're looking for.
Zika
the
still
speed
wants
up
to
on the Zika. Here comes the all out as he really wants to take out Satap. He's on Aki now, and coming down is Xiaofeng. They're going to turn their sights on the Satap, who's got no mana and got no health. And LNG will take the fight, but ThunderTalk will take the objective.
Yep, and Herald gonna come join Shelly getting involved. He thought about it. Xiaofeng thought about using it for a little bit of extra engage. Instead, is just gonna go and take the tower. Big injection of gold into their pockets. And now Xiaofeng tries to ride it away. Not gonna be allowed to do so. LNG, though, they're coming out on top of these fights every time.
Can't hit it from longer distance here. Remember that Otacon has been a big throw machine. You lose all of your resistances while you're doing it. It's down to about 7,000 HP. It's not fast enough, though. There's no vision yet for ThunderTalk as Hoya is trying to get that vision. A ward getting placed over the wall by Feather, but it's blocked out. Mom coming through, dealing some damage. Here we go. Lights are out, but it's smited away, secured by LNG. And Aki's up a little bit too far forward, and the rest of his team can't save him as Zika gets that kill. The stun onto OVO. We're going to find Sage for the shockwave, too. And the all-out is going to position Zika on a spot to try to find Feather. The Magnet Storm trying to do what they can to keep Zika away, but he is undaunted as he finds the Rel, and now getting good auto attack damage onto Hoya, onto 1xN. LNG are running over ThunderTalk.
But every time he does, he's trading it back.
He does have the execute available now at 237 stacks. We're going to try to make a play onto Satap over the wall. He's low. Paranoia going to get on a priority target. Fish One, he's going to have to ghost away. Spell Shield's not going to help him out there, so they're going to try to peel back and get Aki off of him. Fish One is still alive, but he has nowhere to go. Aki gets the kill. OVO is going to get executed too. And here comes this Smolder, who might be able to make some plays. Ultimate coming out here from the Pantheon. That Grand Starfall will split up ThunderTalk, but did you have a turret up in the top side here? Xiaofeng is going to get up close and personal. Flash over the wall. Stop. And they find him and take him out. Feather going to be the next target, and Zika is tanky enough to tank up this turret all day long as they are going to win this fight overwhelming.
LNG, they want that final matchup up against EDG to matter. They want to make it into those play-ins. They want that final matchup up against a Group Ascend team.
Barring a miracle steal, it is a 6,000 gold lead for LNG as they are once again looking to put the finishing touches on a game that they have.
Baron, obviously going to be the focus right here for LNG, and it is so much darkness that you're going to be walking into as ThunderTalk. Yeah, they can turn the lights back off as well, but I just do not know how they're going to get into the backline of this fight.
Satap trying to flank from the side here. Aki bringing up the rear. Does have that paranoia. Baron going to be peeled off. Fish One taking a lot of damage. He's down to about half HP. OVO wants to go in, slows up 1XN, can't quite get onto him because he gets interrupted, but here comes the Pantheon, trying to land right on top of the Smolder. Is he going to be able to find it because the lights are out? It's a little bit of trouble. Haichao was coming through, trying to use the ball defensively for Zika, and he does, but he's get caught by Satab. He's got to flash over the walls. Fish One is getting lower and lower, but the front line is winning. Zika just going forward. Shockwave lands onto Satab, takes him out, and now it's Hoya trying to get the rest of his team out of there as Feather, it might get run down by OVO. Luckily, that turret is there, but Hoya in zombie form, unable to close out on any kills. 1XN a little bit too far up. Stun down onto Xiao Feng. They're going to turn on the Feather. He uses that cleanse out of the spellbook. As LNG will peel off, will they do Baron?
Right now, but they are going to go and start up this Baron. OVO might get caught right here.
He's got to flash away. 1XN looking to execute him, not going to be able to do so. Haichao got his back canceled. 1XN forced to cleanse.
He's dead.
He gets taken down by Xiao Feng. Feather will be the next target, and he will fall too. Aki is up. Does have paranoia in 8 seconds. Maybe a miracle can still happen, but a new challenger approaches. It's Aki, it's Satab, using his sweeper to try to find a way in. Now he's getting turned on here by Haichao, turns the lights out. He's exhausted. They're going to peel off the Baron, but no, the Baron is still going to be leashed. Hoya coming in. Aki wants to try to find an angle. He's going to try to take out this crab, and he will. Baron down to about 6,500 HP, but LNG still relatively healthy.
Aki,
on the hunt, going to get burnt with an extra movement speed. Zika over the wall, looking to just take Aki's time, because remember, he can't get close. Satab finds OVO, but Satab will only find death as Tibbers will go crazy, but it won't matter, and everybody on LNG draped in purple comes to LNG, and they are mere moments away from facing that reality bloxer, as Soul is theirs, is LNG's.
This is now going to be a 3-item Smolder. You are getting closer to potentially also being able to pick yourself up that 4th item. We're going to see ThunderTalk if they lose right here. They cannot afford to let anything more slip, but so far they just can't step up. They can't even clear these minion waves out.
The minions are still buffed up. This cannon minion still getting in some good work here. Now a new wave is getting escorted in.
And right now, he's just playing Protect the Cannon Minion, bodyguarding this one through, and it's just chugging this tower down slowly. Satab only now feeling comfortable enough to step up.
And finally, the pressure gets to ThunderTalk as the base has been broken. This middle inhibitor going to fall. I imagine LNG will either rotate down to the bottom side and go take out that turret as well, as it's on its last legs, and Xiao Feng is bringing this wave in. And ThunderTalk are running out of time, Bloxer. They need to do something to try to hold their ground. Hey, Zika is just too damn strong.
Yeah.
Takes a decent bit of damage. Mom going to come through, hit some targets over on the backside, but it's not going to be enough.
No.
Haichao now on the top side working on this turret.
Yeah, and every single time that you see this stall out a little bit right here for LNG, they're just waiting for these minion waves to come and back them up. Even without that Baron buff at this point, they're still going to be able to pick themselves up 2 inhibitors.
Here we go, Sion. Sion ultimate going to be used. Who are we going to hit? Zika going to bodyguard here, not take any damage. A methodical approach here from LNG. So they're looking to knock down the last tier 1 turret. Teleport coming in from Hoya. So he will show up. He's in the middle of everybody. He takes a lot of damage because Fish One does a lot now. Gonna turn off the lights here, try to get it on the Zika. Look at the back line here. Haichao manages to find Satab. Xiao Feng is still alive. Aki nowhere close to the team. The spear takes out 1XN, and Zika dives the turrets. LNG may have been on death's doorstep all season long. Call an ambulance, but not for them, as they cut the heart out of ThunderTalk and end their season.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.